If you have felt down, doubting yourself, your abilities and uniqueness lately, or just looking for some inspiration, this episode is for you. Aloha, everyone, and welcome to your podcast for Joyful Serenity. My name is Pia, and I am grateful to be a part of your journey in becoming. I think we can all agree that we are living in very challenging times. And with these challenging times, how often does it happen that we think our worth is depending on what other people's opinion of us is? We live in a world of comparison, a world of created beauty, a world where social media shows us how colorful and beautiful the life of so many people looks like. We're invited to sneak peek into their lives 24/7, which creates feelings of jealousy or envy, or even I'm not good enough. And I want to be that person. The danger with comparing ourselves to others all the time and to beauty standards that are just really nothing that's real, but just created. Because this is what happens on social media. We create a certain picture of our lives and we're deciding what we want to show to people. And most of the people don't want to talk about things like I'm feeling down lately, or I'm feeling self-conscious, I'm feeling doubting myself, I don't really trust myself. It's always sunshine and flowers. But we all know that we all have these days where we don't feel like we have everything under control. And honestly, we don't. Nobody has. And I think we need to remind ourselves of our own worth and how it's not depending on others, their opinions, or their lives. I think we need to focus more on finding our own magic. And how do we find our own magic? Well, it all starts within. So finding your magic starts within yourself, and then opening your heart and all your senses to what is inside and around you. I don't know about you, but I feel and I see so much magic happening all of the time. Of course, it is easier for me to find the magic in myself and around me when I'm in a good place. And what do I mean with a good place? It means that I'm in a state of relaxation, that I'm in a state of consciousness of how I'm feeling in a specific moment. And I want to just give you some inspiration of how you can remind yourself of your own magic and then really create more of this around you. As you may or not know, as you may know or not know, and I've been talking about this in earlier episodes too, our attention goes, our energy goes where our attention goes. Energy flows where attention goes. So wherever you put your focus on is what you will create more of. We are all co-creators of our lives. We have such a huge potential. It is limitless. But for a lot of us, this is really hard to believe and hard to grasp when we've been growing up in societies that has always and does always remind us of our boundaries and tries to tell us that there are limits, when actually they are all inside our heads. The structure we live in has been created in minds of people. It has been written down, and then everybody just adapted to it. So just imagine that you have a whole cosmos of possibility, of opportunity, of energy inside of you that is waiting for you to take responsibility and to take your energy and focus it on your own magic and creating the magic in your life. Let me ask you something. Can you tell me that it's not magic that you were born? I mean, how? How could it be that out of millions of little seeds, you were the one who made it? So you have been winning since before you were born. Just you being here on this earth at this time is such a huge win and so magical. So why should there be any reason to doubt your strength, your power, if you've been able to beat millions of others? You were the fastest, you were the strongest, and this is why you were born. Isn't this magical? So, first of all, remind yourself that just you being here on this earth is pure magic. You living and breathing without needing to tell your body, without having to tell your body, please breathe, please, my dear heart, please beat, so my blood keeps pumping through my body. You don't have to do that. How magical is that? Your body is just doing it for you. So number one, remind yourself of the magic that you have been even before you were born. And second, I want to invite you to start your day with something magical, with inviting and expecting magical things to happen to you. So what you can do is, before you leave the house, take a moment, take a breath, deep inhale, deep exhale, and tell yourself this sentence: something magical is going to happen to me today. And with that, start into your day. Again, energy goes where attention is. So be mindful of where you put your attention, your focus to, and then just let the magic unfold. Without expectation, okay? Without expectation of something specific. So this is something people try, They try to think, okay, this would be magical if that would happen today, but this is not how it works. So try to keep your heart and mind open to the magic that is going to unfold. So without being very specific about what it is that is magic, because magic will show itself to you, just start your day by saying this: something magical is going to happen to me today. And third, by overcoming fears of failure, fears of, am I doing good enough? Fears of, I don't want to have that conversation. I don't know how it will end. I don't know what this person will think of me. Overcoming these fears You can and you will by facing them. Know that magic can happen if you're actively opening up to it. So just try to open up your mind and your heart for things that you have been doing or thinking for a long time. So maybe you thought about the conversation you want to have with that person, but you think that they might think whatever. So this is just a thought. A thought can be changed. We're having so many thousands of thoughts, and they repeat themselves every day. 95% of our thoughts are the same every day. So if you want more magic to come into your life, just think about the opportunity of doing something different. Because if you've done it before, in this way, in this specific way, whatever it is, and it hasn't worked, maybe it's time to do something different. And by doing something different, you're opening up for new opportunities and magic to enter your life, your relations with yourself and with others. So, putting it all together again, number one, remind yourself of how magical you are since before you were born, how you've been winning before you were born. Second, start your day with something magical is going to happen to me today. Expect magic and invite it into your life. And 3, face your fears. Know that whatever you think is just a thought, and thoughts can be changed. Know that magic is happening if you are actively opening up to it, opening up to new opportunities, doing things differently, not having expectations of the outcome, but just stay open for the magic to unfold itself to you. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. I hope it brought you a little inspiration, a little uplift, and maybe a little perspective on what magic really is and how magical you truly are by just being here on this earth. Please rate and review this podcast on Apple Podcasts or also here on Spotify, wherever you're listening to it. Refer it to a friend. Let me know how you feel about it. And I hope to see you soon. Take care and aloha.